This isn't actually where we have to go next, but it was on the way and I figured I might as well show it off while I'm here. So with the bat we can fly all the way up here. Get to this little room. Not really little, but, you know. Potion, hammer, life apple. Hammer and life apple are used by the fairy to help you for petrification and healing. Not very useful, but oh well. And over here we get the gravity boots. These are actually a pretty good relic that you might not think to use because you have the bat and it might seem pointless. But they let you high jump. Now there's really only one thing in the game that it actually directly helps you with, but anything that requires vertical ascension, this is your best bet for good speed. Anyway, now I'll really meet you where I need to go. We are right here at the start of the underground cavern. Now, if you remember right, there was this ledge we could never get to before. And believe it or not, there's actually some good stuff past here. Let's see, a bunch of hearts and the candles at the very least. Claymore, it's not like I'll be using it, but cool. $1 at a time, thanks. Must know what's in that candle. Big heart, cool. Meal tickets. So these meal tickets are actually quite nice. You use them and you get a random food item. They say they're quite nice, but in reality I will never use them. Moonstone. That's an interesting equipment. So the Moonstone improves status after sunset. So as you can see, it is a massive buff to my stats. However, there is one important caveat with it. When it says after sunset, what it really means is every 6 hours. So for the next 3 hours it will be useful. This goes off playtime. And then for the next 6 hours after that, it won't be useful, and then it'll just alternate. Thankfully, that should last me quite a while. So save point here. And down door number 2, we have another save point? Well, that's interesting. Although it looks like someone might have broke my save point. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got.
Oh yeah, she did. He gonna kill her. Oh right, I forgot. Put my buff up. That's the whole reason I'm using this thing. Are you gonna do something? Kind of something. Okay, I guess not.
Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
Well, rip that succubus. For defeating her, we get the gold ring. What does it do? Nothing, actually. So, yay. Anyway, I will meet you at some other spot. So right now I am in the waterfall room, which we haven't been able to access this side of it until we got the bat. So in here we have a little switch. Summons a skeleton ape, gets us the Herald Shield, and something appeared near the wooden bridge. Interesting. So let's see, what does the Herald Shield do? I'll admit I don't remember this one off the top of my head. Protection from fire and thunder. Not very useful. Suppose I can show off that other shield, the Shaman Shield. Weird looking Baphomet thing. And these buffs do stack, by the way, so you can always just switch out shields constantly if you really want to. I'm not a fan of doing so. I could have swore I had a leather shield up here somewhere. There you go. One thing I hate about this game is the inventory management. A cow. Defense up. It's actually not a bad one. Like, that's one you might actually use pretty regularly. Alucard shield. This one's kind of bad. You get like 1 frame of invincibility out of it, I think. That's about it. Yep, you will not see me using that. No siree. So the wooden bridge it was talking about was this one located right here that we haven't been able to do anything with this whole time. So hitting that switch triggers this skeleton ape to show up. I want to be very, very careful. Don't get him too off screen and don't get too close or he'll throw his barrel. So now that we're here, we can let him throw his barrel and it'll blow up that bridge. And we can get a life and a heart max up for our troubles. Very, very worthwhile. Especially since it gives us access to the abandoned mine. Yeah, that's right. There was a whole new section in the castle under that pathway. I bet you never even knew. Unless you already knew. Oh well. Ooh, holy water. It's okay, but... Let's see, what's down door number 1? A save point. Shocker there. And what's through the gaping maws? Candles. Or torches, I guess they should be called. Little big to be a candle. That looks like a Cerberus. So I recommend making use of ducking here, as... Well, you can see his Gatling gun of heads there is kind of knockback friendly. Yeah, that's right, Bat, go get him. Oh, hey, that helps. Knock me right into you? I will take that. Stay close, please. Stay close, thank you. And yeah, that was that boss taken care of. Man, these bosses really just have not been much of anything, huh? So I know this looks like we can do something here. We can't. So just ignore it for now. I know, it's tragic. Actually, I'll keep the axe on. Axe is good here. Salem witches actually do holy damage, I believe, so... for some reason. So, holy mail, not too bad here. Get out of my way, thank you. What's to the left and the right here? Got these gremlin-looking guys. They leave these fire trails everywhere. Kind of annoying, but you can just break them easily enough, I guess. Come on, get out of the way. So if we're going down this side, we get the demon card. Demon is a relic, much like these other ones. It summons a familiar. He does damage, like the bat or the ghost. I also don't find myself using him very often, but he's okay, I guess. I don't know, he's not that bad, but I just prefer the bat a little bit. I think this guy does better damage, though, eventually. None of them do a whole lot until you level them up, but... oh well. So anyway, now we can go back up here.
A switch. Why don't I press it and see?
Yes, you do need the devil familiar to do that. The only way to get into this room. Full of a bunch of plants that need trimming, evidently. Golly, they gotta call in a gardener or something here. Eesh. How that didn't hit me, I will never know. That took quite a lot of hits. There better be something good at the end of all this. The Ring of Ares. It's something. So what does it do? Confers the strength of 24 men. You gain 24 attack, but lose 24 defense. Yeah, if you ever wanted to play a glass cannon, that's how you do it. I don't think I'm good enough at this game to make good use of that, but you might be, because you will die really, really quickly if you do that. I don't feel like fighting you again. So yeah, it's a neat little item, but not one I'll be using. But hey, you know, who knows, might be your favorite item or something. So if the familiar was to the left path, what's on this right path? Well, it's a red door. It is a warp room, so now we have quick access back to this part of the castle. Not that I need to use that right away, but it's a very good shortcut. More witches. Ooh, shiitake. Ooh, another shiitake. Ow. Let's see, left or right? I don't remember. Which one's the actual right way? Well, it's the right, evidently. Karma coin and combat knife. So, karma coin has one of two effects. I'll never use it. And the combat knife is actually a very powerful melee weapon. Very quick. Like, you can get some pretty good attack speed off of this thing. As you can see. So not a bad weapon. If you're not using Shield Rod Cheese, highly recommend it if you can get over the short range. So what's down over this way? Another loading zone. And now we're in the catacombs. That's right, the mine was a very small section, actually. Wow. Welcome to the catacombs, I guess. We got a save point over here, which, interestingly enough, is a midpoint in a hallway and not an end point. I think this is, like, one of only a couple times that happens. What do we got down this way? One thing. the Bloodstone, and a cat eye circlet, but that's probably not useful. Big HP restored by cat damage. If you know what that means, that makes one of us, because I don't. And what was that other thing? Oh yeah, the Bloodstone. Improves blood healing ability. I believe that has to do with, what, like a spell or something? Enemies that bleed? I don't know. I never use it either way, but it's there. Okay, if we go this way instead, were skeletons. You know, is that supposed to mean they're like werewolf skeletons? Because the were suffix of werewolf is what makes it a man, so really that's like a part man, part skeleton, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, these things can kind of get out of hand pretty quick, but thankfully they don't do very much damage, they just grief your screen. Nothing up here, just a little dead end, okay. Gosh, those things are right nasty little buggers. What do we got down over here? Slime. They have a lot of defense. But thankfully I'm using the shield rod, so it doesn't matter. These bone arcs like to shoot big old lasers at you. Just kill them before it actually matters. Yeah, if you're using like a normal weapon on these slimes, you're not going to be doing very much damage on them. Case in point. Of course, my sub-weapons don't do a whole lot anyway, but... Stick to magic type things, or like elemental effects. That's what I would recommend for them. They just have so much defense. Not that they do a whole lot, but they're in the way. Let's see, what do we got up here? Ah, this. So, transform into a bat. That's not a bat. I better have all my magic. And with triangle, we can echolocate. Now, technically speaking, you do not need the echolocation for this if you know the room's layout. Just be warned, you hit one of those spikes, you absolutely will die. Just straight up, you will get knocked back into other spikes and you'll just die. There's no recovering from that. It is very unfortunate. But since we have the echolocation thing, it doesn't matter. What do we got up here? Some cross shurikens. Very neat. We'll maybe make use of those. Same with these karma coins, I will maybe make use of. Anyone actually believe I'll ever use those? I don't. Uh-huh. Gosh, these enemies really aren't putting up much of a fight, huh? I mean, I think they like stretch out their necks at you or something. Whoa, scary, isn't it? Yeah, not very threatening. And for coming all this way, we get the Spike Breaker and a library card if you need it. The Spike Breaker. It is armor that destroys spikes. It's also pretty decent defensively, so I'll be using it either way. Believe it or not, we do actually need this armor. There is a section of the castle that requires us to break spikes to actually get to. So, yay. I mean, you would probably want it anyway, just for the sheer convenience of it. So now all those spikes that we have to very carefully fly around so we wouldn't, die? Well, they're no match for the Spike Breaker. Now, because I am just the type of person who likes to be very thorough, I will be destroying all the spikes in this room. Do I ever think I will be coming back down this hallway? Nope. Am I still doing this anyway? Yep. What can I say? I just don't want to leave a job half-finished. So now we go to the left side there. This was the right side, and it follows that we should do both sides of an area. I know, I'm so convincing in my arguments. Get out of here. Wow, this thing really doesn't do a thing to you from behind, huh? Lamer. Okay, now we go this way. But we can actually break these. They have some stuff in them, and some enemies, but nothing that threatening. We get some heart max up, and we get some life max up. Always good to get. Ooh, Griefkeeper. And Hellfire Beast. I think he does, like, something. Maybe. Oh, he has magic. Cool. Your magic isn't very threatening, though, I gotta say. And he gave me $1 for my efforts, wow. Ooh, it is a cool room. So these Losoths, they do fire on the ground. It doesn't do very much, and you can just kill them before it even goes off, so... not very threatening. Discus Lord. That's where he found the yo-yo build in Terraria. And just like the yo-yo build in Terraria, though, it is very mediocre. Oh, wow, he lobbed fire that time. That is so much more threatening. Not really. Hit you with the back of the cane, because I care that little. Let's see, is this a save point? Oh, it's a dead end. Straight up just a dead end even. Wow, that's depressing for it, I guess, but I'm sure dead ends don't have feelings, so who cares? No. Hate these things. There's my save point. With another walkway through it. Man, I remember those being much rarer, but this is like, what, the 3rd or 4th time where we could walk through a save point? And it has the walk armor. Now, the walk armor is special. As you can see, quite defensive. Defense increases with map coverage. The more of your map that you have filled out, the more defense this piece of armor gives you. Needless to say, it can become very good. And you will probably never switch off your armor, to be honest, except for certain situations that require other armor, but those are few and far between. Ooh, this looks like a boss fight if I've ever seen one. Better buff up for that. Grand Falloon. What a corpse pile he looks like. That's what he is. He's a pile of corpses. And a screaming pile of corpses, no less. Oh my gosh, could you stop spawning these naked-looking guys? You know, I'll just throw axes. Let's be real. These things have no chance of actually killing me. So who cares? Just the stun lock, man. The stun lock is real. Get out of here. At least I'm getting some hearts back to throw these axes. Okay, that's the core of the guy, so that's what we actually want to kill. Watch out for those lasers, though. Those could actually damage you quite a bit if I remember right. So we want to take him out as quickly as we can. There we go. He's more of just an HP sponge than anything, because man, oof, just getting to hit him. You definitely want a good sub-weapon like the axe for that. And free life max up, hooray. Now what do we have down door number 1? A hallway. An overgrown hallway, I swear. Where's that gardener when you need him? Ow. Quit it. So, for defeating him, we get the Mormagill. It is strong against Holy, which, I'll be real, does not come up very often, but I mean, even just as a sword, it's pretty powerful. I'll still stick to the shield rod, however, because I like having the extra defense. Let's see, was there anything up on this side? No, I didn't think so. Thankfully, after you kick his butt, these platforms appear to make it a little easier to navigate the room. And I missed a little bit in here. Okay, good to know. We meet again, Yo-Yo Build. You are just as non-threatening as you were the last time I seen you. Wow, 1 damage. Thanks for the assist there. What do we got up on this side? Ballroom Mask. It is bad. That's all I can say about that. And a heart max up. That's something that's actually good. Hooray! Well, this is the most obvious fake wall you'll ever see. And you get the Ice Brand. Now, the Ice Brand is, well, a pretty good sword, actually, and it does ice damage. So if anything out there is weak to ice, use this, I guess. Okay, well, I will go to another section of the map. Hooray.